kick it away to start us off. And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. A first down for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clemson is quick to the line. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
The Tigers will have it first and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Goes to the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Down a touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on fourth down from their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now on the option. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Clemson jumps to the line. On the option. He'll pitch it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything's working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball down there.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in his offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative. You want to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. A designed run for the quarterback. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Here comes the option. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. On the option. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short. Picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Crosses the 45. And he's running in the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
That's the end of the first one. With the score, Clemson 21, TCU 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
TCU 7.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on.
Oh, look out. There he goes. At the 30. Past the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tiger. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
First and 10.
Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
The back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this will be caught at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you could see sitting back in cover two, understanding I got to get in my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker. Nice pick.
And the Horned Frogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. It's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Push down for the tackle.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
TCU.
It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
TCU 21.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Dances away from the D. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and running QB and so many things to look at.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. They knock him down right there.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Proctor. And he's still running after the move. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The corners are walked up tight. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down, and you've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there, and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into their own hands. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
TCU 28.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. And the pass hits, picked off. Got room on the return. Discards him with the stiff arm. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Shakes off the tackle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from across.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
All right, on offense, you're trying to catch them napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball back.
Yeah, and you got to do a better job not getting in 3rd and long. Offense has to be better on 1st and 2nd down, so you're not forced in these 4th down situations where now you're in limbo of what you want to do.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wide out in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Dumps it to the back. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Pockets, they've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That's it fly. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They use the end around first play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. And that was a creative play call, but a better defensive play to stop it for no gain.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you, to see the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
On second down, wants to throw it. On the run, still looking. Makes his connection. At the 45, on his way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Give to the running back. And the Horned Frogs are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
The Horned Frogs are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure coming. Bowls his way forward.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Horned Frogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They've been running it, but now the pass. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers. They make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Unloads it left. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Clemson jumps to the line.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Quarterback will keep it. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Let's go! The handoff, keep working on that clock. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Strikes the blow. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Number 12. Set to kick it away.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback.